Welcome back to another FIFA 23 ratings reveal. Today, we are taking a look at hidden gems and Wonderkids. And I'm going to be honest to you guys, I've gone through the list here. There aren't too many players I know about, so this is going to be a really interesting one. We're going to discover some fantastic talents. But before we do, what defines a hidden gem or a Wonderkid? I think they're two very different things. Hidden gems are players that you just don't know about. You have no idea that they have an incredible potential. They play in teams in different countries. Maybe you've just not seen them. Whereas a wonder kid to me is a player that is destined to be incredible, and everyone kind of knows who they are. So I think this is more of a hidden gems list, not a wonder kids list. The wonder kids list was yesterday with the highest potential players. But anyway, let's get into it. The first two players we have are Blikstad and Slovinski. Now, there's a slight bug on Blikstad's card. I can assume it's pace, shooting and passing, I wonder. He's a centre-back with, pretty under... Well, I was going to say underrated. What's the word I'm looking for? His stats aren't great, are they? But of course, with a potential growth of 23, a potential of 77 in that first season, he could become a pretty good player. And I guess what these players are, they're perfect for a road to glory. You're taking over a League Two team, you're playing in England maybe, you sign a 54 rated centre-back. I just smacked my mic, sorry about that. And then they blossom over the next few seasons as long as you're playing them, and they turn into great players. And of course, they can outgrow their potential. And then we have a striker, Slovinski, with 65 pace, 54 shooting. Not great, but again, 23 growth, 77 potential. Two very decent options for Road to Glory career modes. We're going to keep going though. We have Ngoma, a right winger, plays for Red Bull New York Red Bulls. Very pacey, very, very pacey indeed, and has a growth of 23, all the way up to 79 rated in that first season. I've not heard of him before, but he looks like he could be a very good choice because you can't go wrong with pacey wingers in FIFA, can you? And then we have Giarbi. I haven't heard of him either, despite playing for Leeds. 57 rated, will grow to 80, so that's a massive growth of 23. Really good card though, 67 pace, 67 shooting, physical, sorry. He looks like he could be a physical player, a very strong midfielder. So definitely one to look out for if you're looking to maybe sign English players for an English club. Who knows? To be fair, he'd be good for any team. An 80 potential, very good. Up next, I just want to make sure I get all the information in on screen. So we have Chrisene, English. Don't know if I've ever seen that name before, but a left back with very decent stats. I love the 67 pace, 66 dribbling, sorry. He plays for Aston Villa, apparently, according to EA, but that is not an Aston Villa badge. I'm wondering if he's just on loan, because he does have the Aston Villa shirt in the picture. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one, but he's got a potential of 81, which is very good. And then we've got a young French goalkeeper, Restes, plays for Toulouse, 58 rated, up to 81. Another young French hidden gem / wonder kid. Who'd have thought? We're going to move on now. We've got a couple more to go. Phillips, a centre-back that plays for Blackburn, 67 pace, 65 physical. I'm wondering how tall he is. Of course, we don't have that information right here. He has a potential of 82, so I think this might be a popular one. He's already 59, which is a very decent rating for a really young centre-back that plays... I mean, for Blackburn, that's not even that bad. He's not like a League 2 player, but imagine signing him in League 2. Literally perfect. And then we've got a Spurs player, moving on. No, I'm kidding. Divine, 60 rated, will get to 83 in that first season. That's his potential. Of course, it will shift and change a little bit. But again, 23 growth. Tottenham do have quite a few good young players, and it seems like a lot of them do go out on loan, and it's difficult to pick them up in career mode because of that. But it seems like Divine is staying at Tottenham. I mean, the window's shut now, so he will be hopefully someone you can get. I mean, I won't be signing him, but yeah. Moving on, we have a centre-back and a left-back. We have Chirodia, Italian, 66 pace, not very good physical. His defending obviously will improve, and so will his pace and dribbling and physical. All of his stats will improve from 60 to 83. No idea if he's left or right-footed. You guys know I like to mention if he's a left-footed centre-back. I love a left-footed centre-back, but no, I have no idea. But he plays for Werder Bremen, so he must be a very decent player. Could be a very good pickup. And then we've got a Chilean, Riquelme. I love that name. So many great players with that name over the years. Left back with 74 pace, very quick. 23 growth, will hit 83. Well, he probably won't unless you play him every game, and therefore he will outgrow his potential. Now we've got some slightly more exciting talents, I would say. We've got a centre mid with 76 pace. Oof, very, very nice indeed. This is Ulrich from Stuttgart, 83 potential, so a growth of 23 as well. And then we have a young Premier League talent, Harris. He's a cam, a central attacking midfielder with pretty low pace and passing, though, which is a little bit disappointing. It's very rare, I think at least, to see a higher shooting than pace or passing for a cam. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but obviously with training, he could be one to look out for. And there is a potential he'll have his real face, because I believe Fulham had EA out to scan their players. So definitely one to look out for when the game comes out. 23 growth up to 84 potential. And then going down here, we have a 48 rated goalkeeper. Let me just make sure I get it in the window properly. I want you guys to be able to see all the data, but I'm doing it live on screen, so I have to match what I see. Brinzea, I don't know if that's how you say it. A very young goalkeeper. He looks 14. It's ridiculous, really, isn't it? He has a 48 rating and a 72 overall potential. Not great. Similar to this centre-back Diogo Monteiro, 51 to 75. I mean, maybe this excites you. It's like a real hidden talent. You know, you really have to work hard to get them in your first team and get them playing. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be signing these guys. We've got Diogo, Montero twice. Okay. We have Beavers, a young goalkeeper from the US, 52 rated to 76. Yeah, not the most exciting. It's weird, this. It's not like EA to make little mistakes. Yeah, that's weird. Feeney, I recognise that name. We've also got Valencia, a right mid. I just assumed he would be pacey. He looks quick. Do you ever get that feeling when you see a picture of a player? Like, he looks athletic. He looks slender. You know, he's going to be rapid, but not great stats, to be honest. 25 growth, though, from 50 to 75. And then we have Feeney, 25 growth from 55 to 80. I wonder if he'll have a real face as well. And I think we're coming on... No, that's it. That is it. Why have we got two... So we've got Diogo from Servette FC. And then we've got FC Lugano goal... Oh, it's just the wrong picture here. This is meant to be Attilio Morosoli. Okay, well, we won't be able to see his rating because they've only released the top 1,000 and then these lists. So let me know if there's any here that you would potentially pick up. I would definitely look out for Gyabi. I think he's probably my favourite on this list. I think if he's, you know, like 6'2", can you imagine how good he would be with the 67 pace, the 67 physical? The rest of his stats will fly up as well, of course. But I think the real player to watch out for might either be Harris... I mean, if you're at Fulham, you're doing something right. And maybe Feeney. That is an incredible 25 growth. Amazing. So thank you for watching, guys. That is a couple of bronzies, hidden gems, not really Wonderkids, but maybe there's a player or two here that you will pick up when you finally get your hands on the game, and they could be fantastic for Road to Glories.